You think your hotel room is safe? In 2024, researchers found a flaw in SafeLock keycards, the electronic locks used in 3 million hotel rooms worldwide at properties including Hyatt, Marriott, and Holiday Inn. A hacker with a $300 device can tap a keycard on your door, and the lock opens in seconds. No forced entry, no broken doors, no alarms triggered, just a simple tap and they're inside. Your room, with all your belongings, your laptop, your passport, your sense of security, accessible to anyone who knows about this vulnerability. The lock system that's supposed to protect you has been fundamentally compromised, and you have no way of knowing if the person opening your door at 2 a.m. is hotel staff or a thief exploiting a flaw that's existed for 36 years. The system is called SafeLock, manufactured by Dormakaba, one of the world's largest security companies. For decades, hotels trusted these locks to keep guests safe. The encryption seemed sophisticated. The technology appeared secure. But security researchers discovered that the entire system was built on a foundation with a critical weakness. And once you understand how the exploit works, the implications are terrifying. A thief doesn't need to hack the hotel's computer system or steal master keys from staff. They just need one keycard. Any keycard from the property, even an expired one, or an elevator access card. And from that single card, they can reverse engineer the hotel's master code. Within hours, they can create a device that opens every SafeLock protected room in the building. This is the UnSafeLock vulnerability, and it's been hiding in plain sight since 1988. Stay with us as we dive deeper. The flaw: 36 years of vulnerability. The UnSafeLock vulnerability was discovered by security researchers Ian Carroll, Leonard Wouters, and a team at Cyber Independent Testing Lab. They were studying RFID security systems when they found something shocking. SafeLock systems use RFID technology. Your keycard contains a chip that communicates with the lock when you tap it. The lock reads the card, verifies credentials, and if everything checks out, the door unlocks. The system was designed in 1988 when encryption standards were less sophisticated than today. The fundamental flaw is in how SafeLock generates and verifies keycards. Each hotel property has a site code, a unique identifier all locks in that building share. When the front desk programs your room key, they're creating a temporary credential linked to that site code, your room number, and your checkout date. But the researchers discovered that the site code isn't properly protected. The encryption used is outdated and can be broken. More critically, enough information is stored on any keycard, even elevator cards or old expired room keys, that someone with the right tools can extract the site code and generate new credentials. This isn't a minor security gap. This is a fundamental design flaw that compromises the entire system. Because SafeLock has been installed in hotels for over 3 decades, millions of rooms worldwide are vulnerable. The locks were installed years ago and never updated because they seemed to work fine. Nobody suspected the security protecting those rooms was essentially theatrical. The method: one card is all it takes. The attack is elegant in its simplicity. A thief needs 3 things: one keycard from the target hotel, a Proxmark 3 device, and a few hours. Step 1. Obtain any keycard from the property. Elevator cards that provide floor access are often less carefully tracked than room keys. Old expired room keys might be sitting in someone's wallet or discarded in trash bins. Some hotels don't even collect keycards at checkout. The thief doesn't need your specific room key. Any card from that property works. Step 2. Use the Proxmark 3 to read the card's data. The Proxmark 3 costs around $300 and is widely available online. When it reads a SafeLock card, it extracts the data stored on the chip, including the site code. Because of the encryption weakness, someone with moderate technical knowledge can reverse engineer the site code. Step 3. Generate a master key. Once the site code is known, the attacker can create new key cards with credentials that work on any SafeLock lock in that property. They can program cards to access specific rooms, all rooms, or create time-delayed access. The locks can't distinguish between a legitimate key programmed by front desk staff and a fraudulent one created by exploiting the vulnerability. The entire process takes less than a day. No special skills required beyond following publicly available instructions. The barrier to entry is remarkably low: $300 for hardware, a discarded keycard, and access to information about the exploit. The hardware: Proxmark 3 and the security tool Dilemma. The Proxmark 3 sits at the center of this story. The device is a legitimate research tool used by security professionals to test RFID systems and identify vulnerabilities. It's the same tool that helped researchers discover the UnSafeLock vulnerability. But any tool that can test security can also break it. The Proxmark 3 doesn't distinguish between a researcher trying to improve hotel security and a thief trying to rob guests. What matters is the intent of the person using it. The device costs around $300 and is widely available online. It comes with open-source software that allows users to interact with various RFID systems. The security research community views it as essential. You can't find and fix vulnerabilities without testing systems the way attackers would. But widespread availability means exploit knowledge spreads quickly. Once researchers publish findings about UnSafeLock, anyone with $300 in basic technical competence can replicate the attack. Hotels are now racing to patch their systems before criminals exploit them at scale. Security researchers followed responsible disclosure, notifying Dormakaba privately, giving them time to develop patches, then publishing details. But even responsible disclosure can't prevent exploitation. Once published, exploit details spread through underground forums rapidly. The real threat: who's exploiting this? The UnSafeLock vulnerability isn't theoretical. Security researchers demonstrated successful attacks. They could open locks, access rooms, and bypass security completely. The question is who's using it. High-end thieves targeting business travelers with expensive laptops would benefit enormously. Walk down a hotel corridor at 2 a.m. with a cloned keycard, enter occupied rooms, steal valuables while guests sleep. No forced entry, no alarms. Corporate espionage is another concern. Agents with room access could plant surveillance devices, copy files, photograph documents, or install malware. There's also the disturbing potential for assault. Someone who can access occupied rooms without detection poses a serious physical threat. Hotels are scrambling to respond. Dormakaba developed patches, but implementing them requires physically updating every lock. For large hotels, that's a massive undertaking requiring technicians, equipment, and significant expense. Some properties are prioritizing upgrades. Others are moving slowly. Guests have limited protection. You can't verify whether a lock has been patched. The best defense is awareness. Use the deadbolt and security latch when in the room. Don't leave valuables visible. And consider using the room safe. The UnSafeLock vulnerability exposes a fundamental truth about security systems. What seems secure often isn't, and flaws can hide for decades. 3 million hotel rooms worldwide use SafeLock locks that can be compromised by anyone with a $300 device and one discarded keycard. The encryption protecting your hotel room was designed in 1988 and hasn't kept pace with modern threats. Security researchers found the flaw, disclosed it responsibly, and manufacturers are developing patches. But updating millions of locks takes time, and during that window, guests remain vulnerable. Every time you check into a hotel, you trust that the keycard system works as advertised. But that trust is built on assumptions that may not hold. The lock that seems sophisticated might use outdated encryption. The security that appears robust might be compromised by design flaws that went unnoticed for 36 years. We're protected by systems we can't verify, trusting manufacturers to have done their job correctly. The Unsaf lock story proves that hope isn't enough. What do you think? Should hotels disclose security vulnerabilities to guests? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and remember to like, subscribe, and click on the next video on your screen.